Hey guys, this is Vance McDaniel with a tutorial teaching you guys how to update your business directory. So right now you've logged in and you're on your dashboard. So what I want you to do is I want you to go over to this left navigation here, and the program that we're going to be using is called Connections. See Connections right down here? As we hover over Connections, what we'll see is Connections Dashboard, Manage, Add Entry, Categories, Templates, Roles, Tools, and Settings. Now the only things you guys are going to really worry about when you upload and put things into your directory are Manage, Add Entry, and Categories. So let's click on Manage, see what it takes us to. Okay, so here's our connections, or our business directory, and the people that are entered into our business directory. We'll see that we already have 4 entries, okay? And we're going to add a new entry today. So you can add entries up here on the Add New button, or down here on the left navigation, Add Entry. So let's go ahead and click on Add Entry. And it's going to take you to your input area, okay? So let's go over here to the right side and we'll see the different types of entries that we can put in. Okay, right now it's an individual, and that's an individual person. So they have their first, middle, last name, the title that they hold in their organization, the name of their organization, and the department that they're in. Now let's click on organization, and you'll see things change a little bit. You'll just have the organization, department, and the contact person first and last name. And we'll click on family, and you'll notice that it will ask for the family name. So I'm going to show you this a little bit because, so we'll call it the McDaniel family, okay? Now what we'll do is we add the relations to the McDaniel family. So let's say select entry, and we'll add Victor McDaniel. And Victor is brother, brother-in-law, cousin, daughter. Okay, we'll say father. Okay, then we can add another relationship, and we'll say it's Victor's son, so we'll put Victor Jr. And we'll say that was the son. Where's the son at? Da, 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 da. Okay, let's call him a step. There he is, son. Okay, and there you have it. Now, you guys aren't going to be adding families, so you really don't need to worry about this. We're going to be primarily dealing with individuals and organizations. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to add an organization, and the name of that company is True Image Fitness. Okay, so True Image Fitness. Department, we'll just put fitness coaching. My typing is horrible. Okay, the person's first name is Vance. Now, it's already in my auto save, but you would type in the name of the person and the name of the person's last name. Okay, now it's going to ask for an image and a logo. These two things are going to show up when you click on the business directory. Now, for this particular organization, we're just going to use a logo file. It could be the person's, the name of the person's, a picture of the actual person, the contact person, or it can just be a company logo file. So that's what we're going to use for both image and logo. Just the company logo. Again, image could be a picture of that person, a picture of the organization's building, anything like that. Okay, so we have uploaded the logo for both logo and image. We've put in the person's contact information, or the organization information, the department, the person's first and last name. So we're going to go down to address. Okay, now I'm going to put in the address of the company. Now I'm just going to double click and use my autofill here because I already know that it's already in my system. Okay, but if you don't have it in your system already, of course you're going to type in the name of the city. For here it's Los Angeles, state, California, and then the zip code of the company. Okay, the country is United States of America, of course. Okay, don't worry about latitude, longitude, because the address, when you are in responsive mode, will automatically do GPS for you. So don't worry about latitude, longitude. Okay, now let's say that there was another address. Okay, I could click on add another address, and you'll see here it gives me the option of adding a second address. So sometimes companies have more than one location, so you would add a second address. This company does not, so we'll click over here and hit remove. Okay, now let's go to the company phone numbers. We'll click on that, add phone number, We'll type in the company's number. This company's number is 310-871-7105. Now, let's say there was another phone number for this company. Again, we'll click on add number again, and we'll get another line. You can add as many phone numbers as required for each entry, okay? But we don't need that, so we'll hit remove. Okay, we'll click down to email address. Click on add email address. I'm going to double click because I already know. The email address for this particular company is vancemcd@gmail.com. You would enter whatever email is required for this particular entry. And if the company had more than one email in contact, you just hit add email again, and it will give you another line. Okay, so we're going to hit remove. Now, these are all by default. If I have more than one email here, I could just click on preferred, and that will show up as preferred in the data entry, which I'll show you later. Messenger IDs, okay? Now, this is all of your social media IDs, like AOL, Yahoo, Google Talk, Messenger, and Skype. This particular company does not have any of those, but if you did, you would simply put in the Messenger ID so that people could click on it and actually talk to you online. Social media IDs. Okay, let's add some social media, shall we? We're going to click on add social media right here. This line will open up. Now here, see where it says social media? There's a drop down box. Click on this arrow, and here's all of your social media. So we're going to start off with Facebook. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to open up another navigation window. Okay, then we're going to navigate to Facebook. And we know the name of the company is True Image Fitness. So let's go to True Image. And there we go. It shows up, True Image Fitness. So we'll click on that. Now, all we have to do is once the page loads up is copy the web address in the URL window here. So we'll hit copy. Go back to connections. And we'll paste in the URL to True Image Fitness on Facebook. Simple, right? All right, outstanding. Next thing we'll do is we'll go down to add a link. And don't forget, let's go back to social media for just a second. We can add as many social media links as necessary. Just make sure you click on the appropriate social media that you're looking for. Then navigate to that in another browser, copy the URL, and place it here. Simple. You can always add more social media IDs. Okay, links. Okay, let's say the company has a website. So let's name it, give it a title, True Image Fitness. And I happen to know the URL is www.trueimagefitness.net. Okay, there you go. And if I had more links to send to, I could add more links just by adding a link right here. All right, let's go now. Okay, dates. Now these are like events, things that might be coming up. Now you can put biographical information. Okay, so this is just a little description of what the company does. So let's say True Image Fitness. Typing is horrible today, guys. Personal training and lifestyle coaching. Okay, now it could be a lot longer, but we're going to keep it really simple for this particular directory. You can add notes here. This is optional. This is really something for you. It doesn't really show up on the directory. Don't worry about custom fields. So let's recap really quick, okay? So we are on an organization. So we only have the name of the organization, the department, contact, first and last name. We picked an image file for the logo. We picked a logo file for the logo. Same logo file. We could have put a person here, but we just went with the company logo. Complete address. Again, you can always add more than one address. You can add more than one of any of these choices. So you can have more than one phone number. All you do is add another phone number. You can have more than one email address. Simply click add another email address. Messenger IDs. Social media. Don't forget the drop-down box. You want to go to the proper social media. Navigate to that social media page. Drop the URL right here. And there you have it. Okay, so what we're going to do, don't forget. Now, this is a fitness company. So in our categories, let's click on fitness and healthcare, because fitness is also healthcare. Now we're going to say that it's public. There we go. So that means everybody can see it. If we put it private, nobody can see it except admin. Unlisted means it won't show up at all. Okay, we're going to click on add entry. And it will show you in just a second. There you go. See, right up here at the top, success. Entry has been added. So how do we know that entry has been added? Let's navigate to the main part of the website. So we'll go back to the home page. All right, we'll click on directory. Whoop, it tricked me. There we go. I'm sorry, guys, I clicked on the wrong one. Okay, we'll click on directory now. There we go. Let's see who we have in our directory. We have Guitar, Chicagoland Mobility, Early Invention, Michael Grice, and there it is, True Image Fitness, brand new entry, and there we go. Our categories show up, health, care, and fitness, contact person, what they do. Now let's click on the actual link to the profile. Sorry, guys. All right, there we go. Here's our biographical information down here. Like I said, this could be a lot longer if we wanted it to. There we go. There's our image. Now this would be an image of the person if you wanted to. That's the image file right there. But we went with logo. There's all the contact information. So if you guys want some personal training, click on them and give them a shout. Let's go back to the directory. Now here's a really cool thing. Now you guys notice that each of these has a category. Okay. So this one says instructional for the guitar lessons. Chicago Mobility is under healthcare. Social services for early invention. Now you can be more specific. I'll let you guys change these if you need to because this is your website. Okay, so let me show you how to make a category. So let's go back to the dashboard. This is where you logged in initially. There you go. We're going to scroll back down to connections. Now this time, I'm going to come over to categories. Click on categories. Okay, now since we have a guitar person and we have instructional, let's go ahead and create a music category. So we'll say music. Now in the slug, which is going to show up in part of the navigation, and this is something that, just remember, whatever you use for the name, use the same thing for the slug, but in all small case letters. This is something that's going to help with search engines and things of that sort. So you always want to put a slug. Okay, no parent. And you can put, we'll put music related companies in the description, which will show up in this line here, okay? So let's add that category by clicking on add new category right here at the bottom. Always be very patient and let these things load up. Don't navigate away because sometimes it doesn't work. There we go. There's our new music category. Okay. Now, how do we work that? Let's go back over to connections. Okay. And then let's go over to manage. So this is going to show us a list under manage of all of our entries in our business directory. Now, we happen to know that Mike here is instructional, but it's music instructional. So let's click on edit right here. See? Here's his logo, and then over here we have all of the options. So we'll click on edit, and this will take us to where we did all the input. Okay, there we go. Now over here in categories, you notice it's already clicked instructional. So let's go ahead and add music. There we go. Come up here to update. You always have to update before you navigate away. Click on update, wait for it. Okay, fantastic. Let's go back to the main site. There we go. Let the main site load up. Perfect. Let's click on directory. And you'll see it. There's Mike. And now his categories say music and instructional. Well, there you go, guys. Have a good time uploading new people to your business directory. If you have any questions, feel free to get in touch with me at 310-871-7105. You guys have a fantastic day.